Hi there, my name's Jeff Parton. I'm the author of the Ugo and Jack series. Jack is from a country farm in Australia, and he lives like a lot of kids do in a bit of a dysfunctional family. His father's a bit of a drinker, and his brother, who gets bullied from his father, passes that on to Jack and bullies Jack. Jack also has a younger brother, Billy, who seems to get away with a bit because he's the youngest. But in any case, it's not a real happy family. But it is like so many families. Now, Jack, he has a little escape that he goes to, a little place down in the valley where he can go camping and swimming. And it's where he goes to get away. It's a great spot. It's pretty, and he feels comfortable there. He sees the wallabies, and he goes swimming in his favourite rock pool, and he encamps there overnight, sleeping in a cave, which is really just what he loves to do. And he knows that he's away from his father and his brother in that time, so that makes him happy. But one day, when he goes down camping, he's swimming down there in the rock pool, and he gets out of the rock pool, as you do, and he walks on a bit of moss and slips, and he falls over and hits his head on a rock, and he becomes unconscious. Now, in that time that he's unconscious, this is where his adventure starts. He goes to meet his spirit guide, which he doesn't know in the physical world. But when he gets to the spirit world, not where you go when you pass over, but into what we call the transit lounge, so to speak. It's called Firefly Valley in this case. He meets this guide called Ugo. Now Ugo's his spirit guide, and he helps Jack discover what life's really all about, not just the physical life back on the farm, but the spiritual world as well. And not only does he help him, but he helps him change things. And eventually, and I'm not going to give the plot away here too much, but eventually Jack becomes a full light being, which we all are, but we don't realize it. And he takes on tasks with Ugo, and they go through a period where they're helping others find their way, and all sorts of things happen. Now there's 5 books in the series, so you can imagine, and they're not slow books. A lot happens in each book. I can tell you, we move on. The author moves on quickly here. He doesn't play around too much on that one thing. So if you read one book, you will see that a lot happens in book 1, and if you read book 2, book 3, book 4, and they're all released now, by the way, and book 5 will be coming out before the end of the year. So a lot of these stories I can relate to, because I was also born on a farm, and I also had issues with my family life, and I also met my spirit guide, not really like Ugo, but I made the connection, and it's been terrific for me. But you need to read the books to understand that most of the stories that I've written about have a true value hidden in there, because most of them actually happened to me, or very similar. So I can't say they're true stories, because they're not, but they're bordering on truth. And a lot of these things happen probably to you too. And you're told that, oh, don't be silly, it's in your imagination. Well, not necessarily. So it's my advice to you guys, go out, buy the book, You can get a version from Amazon ebook quite cheaply, just a few dollars, and you'll love them. They're really good stories, and they're very, very different to the run-of-the-mill books that are out now. And you'll find, I hope, some guidance in there, because I don't want kids giving up on life just because, well, no, I don't want them giving up on life at all for any reason. You have to stay positive, and you have to know that something better awaits you, and it's always there. Otherwise, you wouldn't need to be on this planet. Everybody has a purpose, so don't give up. Stay with it. Enjoy the books. Thanks.